told me about a newborn king to say.
Good morning. It's like, I don't know, 8:15 or something like that. Hey Bubba, you gonna come up here? It is extremely cold this morning. It's 20 degrees outside. Hi. Are you cold too? Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. My whole world revolves around you. He gets so cold. So he's like a lab, like pit bull mix, and so his fur is really, really short. And he has no like undercoat. Like, you know how dogs with longer hair, they have like the longer hair on the top, but then underneath they have a soft like undercoat. He doesn't have that. So he's got no insulation. So he gets very cold. I'll probably put his hoodie on him a little later because it's chilly in the house. Our house is old and drafty, and I do the best I can to like take care of the drafts, but I also kind of like the fresh air that comes in and out. I'm kind of weird that way, and I keep the furnace really low. So yeah, it's cold in the house. It's probably like 62. Can I see from here? Oh, it's 60. It's 63 in the house right now, which isn't bad. It's sweater weather, but inside my house. I did not knit the sweater, by the way. This was, my boyfriend bought this for me at, where did he buy it? I think, there's a lot of stores around here, like on the south side of Chicago. They're like, and there's a lot of people who have Irish heritage, people that, you know, who's far back, you know, people from Ireland immigrated. I haven't had any coffee yet, so I'm gonna be kind of a mess. There's stores that are called things like Southside Irish Imports, and it's basically catering to the Southside Irish. And if you don't know about that, you can Google it. There's a lot of people who immigrated from Ireland and ended up on the south side of Chicago. So there's a lot of people with Irish ancestry. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, that's where this was purchased. It was knitted in Ireland. It's a fisherman's sweater, and I've always wanted one, and I am not at this level of knitting, clearly. I mean, look at all of these stitch patterns. It's so pretty, but I've always wanted one. So I think I got this for Christmas or my birthday. My birthday's in March, so I could always forget like when I get things sometimes, because all I know is like it's cold outside. It was cold outside when I got the gift. That's all I remember. So today it's Wednesday, which means it's late start for the boys for school. So they don't start school till like 10 something. So that means I get a little bit of a quiet morning. So before I start work, I'm just gonna kind of curl up on the couch for a little bit and try to wake up and warm up, drink some coffee. I'm not gonna knit. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the quiet morning. Look at my plants. Look out the window, meditate on the meaning of life. No, I probably won't do that. I'll probably daydream about the next sweater I'm knitting. I don't meditate on anything that profound, honestly. But here, look at my plant wall. Hold on, let me pause this and turn it on.
So to honor him when we come.
Yeah, so that's my jungle, which I'm very proud of, because I have traditionally been one of those people who just kills whatever plant I bring into my house. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, my mom would give me all kinds of plants, you know, because she has like this amazing jungle in her house. And so she would like give me her little plant babies and be like, you can't kill this one. This one is really sturdy. There's no way you can kill this. Just don't water it too much. And inevitably I would kill it. But something happened over the summer, I think during the pandemic, where I sort of blossomed into a good plant mom. See how I did that there with the words? Should, again, be very proud of me because I'm not caffeinated yet. Today is really like my last, hi, yes, I love you. Today is really my last like office day. So I have a bunch of paperwork that I'm gonna try to button up. Tomorrow I've got some site visits. Friday I'm off, and then I can just do nothing but sit on my butt and watch Hallmark movies until my eyes bleed if I choose. I mean, I probably won't do that because I still have to like get dinner on the table and stuff, but you know. I have some really good dinners planned for the rest of this week. I'm making, we call it crack chicken chili, and it's basically like chili, but instead of with beef, it's with chicken, and it's got like an entire block of cream cheese in it. It is terrible for you, but it is such good comfort food. So that's in the crock pot. I'm not gonna forget to put it in. It's not like I forgot to put my crock pot meal in last week. Wow, so frustrated that he's not getting 100% of my attention right now. Yeah. I like how you think you're a lap dog. I know, you're so cold. Should we go put your hoodie on so you can be comfy? He also has his own electric blanket, believe it or not. How spoiled is that? So I have a blanket, and he has his own blanket because I don't want to share mine. All right, that's it for the update. I'm just rambling on now because I'm sitting here. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to put my chili in the crock pot, and then I'm going to sit down at the table and try to button up some paperwork. And that's going to be this morning. So I will check in with you guys later. Bye.
I am a poor boy too, but rum-pa-bum-bum. I have no gift to bring, but rum-pa-bum-bum. That's fit to give the king, but rum-pa-bum-bum, rum-pa-bum-bum, rum-pa-bum-bum. And so I'll play for you, but rum-pa-bum-bum, on my drum.
Good morning. So I was gonna stand in front of my window and chat to you all, but now the dog is barking, so hang on. Oh, I forgot to feed him breakfast. Hold on. Okay, so dog's out, dog's fed. Now we can chat. So I wanted to show you a couple little things. So remember when I went and bought all that garland? So this was the other garland that I bought. See these little snow babies? I love my little snow babies. These are like a favorite of mine. So like many moons ago, I bought a handful of these, or like a pack of them at IKEA. They were little tiny ones, and I put them everywhere. So you can see like they're on this wreath, which I need to change the batteries for. And I also put them on my tree. See? Little snow babies. They're everywhere. They're just everywhere. I just think they're great. The other garland I got, which is kind of funny, is if you watched my last vlog, you heard about my mouse problem. So this is the other garland I got. See, it's a little mousy garland. And I got these at Michael's. They're cute. Isn't this artwork cool? My little brother made this for me. It's an abstract painting that he then cut apart and reassembled. Sorry, there's a terrible glare, so you can't really see, but yeah. My little brother is really talented. Yeah, so I just want to show you guys those couple of things. I'm pretty much done decorating. You know, you kind of saw the living room before. Wow, the tinsel. So I don't know how you guys are with your tinsel that comes in, but mine is like, it's got its own personality, let's put it that way. So it's not just like blending in with the rest of the girls. It's just like, boing, here I am. Which I kind of feel is a metaphor for how all of middle age is going for me. So what's the plan for today? So, well, let me catch you up from yesterday. Yesterday, I worked like a crazy person all day. I'm gonna start my Christmas vacation, excuse me, a little early. I'm going to so my holiday break starts this Friday, and then I'm off for over 2 weeks, which is awesome. And so I am kind of like rushing around trying to get things buttoned up before I'm gone for a while. So yesterday I did that. I made some pretty amazing pork chops. I'll put in a picture for you because they were delicious. I did not vlog at all yesterday. I was just like focused on work and focused on making dinner, and that was pretty much all I got done. And that's okay. I've got a staff meeting at 10, a Zoom meeting, and then I'm gonna be working on paperwork. And then I think the rest of this week is gonna be Hold on. The rest of this week is just gonna be doing like last minute site visits and just, you know, buttoning stuff up and then getting ready to be off for Christmas. Hooray. I'm gonna sit down, have a cup of coffee. Oh, do you guys wanna see my office? Here. That's my office. It's also my kitchen table. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, gotta love these pandemic times. But anyway, so yeah, I will check in again later. Bye.
The ox and lamb kept time. I played my drum for him.
Are you helping with school? Oh, what a good boy. Good morning. So this is the second time I'm trying to do this vlog check-in, because the first time I went through the whole thing and then I was playing it back to make sure that the audio recorded okay, because I've been having trouble with that when I use my AirPods, and I realized that I had only put on one eyebrow this morning. I don't know how that happened. I have lipstick on, I got my eyeliner wings going, everything else was good, but this here eyebrow, I don't know why it wasn't there, but it wasn't. So basically, like, if I don't like put some color on these eyebrows, it looks like I don't have any, which is a fairly common thing for people who are super pale, but it just kind of makes you look like an alien. And when you've only got one eyebrow put on and the other one's just like not there, it's even worse. Because then you've revealed to the world that you're actually an alien and you got to draw on your eyebrows. I did my whole check-in with only one eyebrow. Anyway, how's your day going? This morning was actually really, really fun. The boys woke up super early, and one of the twins decided that he really wanted McDonald's breakfast, so he went out and got McDonald's breakfast for everybody, which we haven't had in an age, so that was really fun. So we had breakfast and coffee, and everybody's logged into school now, and I logged into work and did some work. Now it's coming up on 9:30, so I'm taking a little break. I gotta make myself another cup of coffee here. And yeah, so it's been a really productive morning, all things considered. It is my last day of work before Christmas break. I have a Zoom meeting at 10, and then I gotta head out to a couple of job sites. Gotta look at a couple things before I head into vacation mode for real. I've been working on Christmas cards, and I bought some really cute Christmas cards last year at the Mall of America when the mister and I went. Mall of America is in Minnesota, for those of you who don't know. I bought them on clearance after Christmas, so I was excited to use them this year. So I've been writing Christmas cards. Sorry, kicking my camera stand. And I have been doing a little bit of knitting. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the knitting. So I finished one hat. This is the, I don't remember what pattern this is. I'll try to remember to link it below, or I'll just, when I show this off in the podcast. But yeah, so this hat's done. This is a bulky weight hat. This is for one of the twins' girlfriends. This is her favorite color, so I'm excited to give this to her. It's like some kind of leaf pattern, so it's got these cool, like, yeah. I think I'm gonna wash and block this one though, just to get the ribbing to look a little tidier, because the ribbing is looking a little wonky. I think it always looks wonky when you use bulky weight, but that's just me. So that's done. And then this one is the other hat I'm working on, which is also a gift. And this is another one of those Nordic hats. And this one I'm doing in rustic yarns. So, because this one I need to be very, very warm, because the recipient is somebody who really likes the great outdoors. So I'm hoping that she likes it. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on. And I'm dropping stitches, of course, because I'm me. Oh, I'll show you the Christmas card. Look in the right camera hole, Heather. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh, you see my messy kitchen back here? I left the stool out. I've got the rug in the wrong place. That's my work boot in the middle of the kitchen hallway. This is why I don't nag my kids too much when they leave their stuff around, because sometimes I'm just as bad. And you see like all this Ethernet cord? down here that this rug is covering? You see Ethernet cord right here? Yeah, there's like hundreds of feet of Ethernet cord going all over my house right now because no matter what I do to my Wi-Fi, it never quite reaches the other end of my house. And my house is not that big. It's not that big. I don't get it. Whatever. This too shall pass. So these are the Christmas cards that I bought. They're cookie recipes. Isn't that a cute idea? And they're blank inside, so you can write whatever you want. So these work for, you know, all your friends of all different faiths and persuasions. Cute, right? So I got those. I have some that I need to drop in the mail today. I received some packages, which, I mean, gosh, the mail has been so bad here in the States right now. I know the post office is just overwhelmed at the moment, but holy cow, it has been so bad. So I've got a ton of wrapping to do this weekend. The kids are gonna go to their dad's, so I will have a few days with no kids in the house where I can just spread out everything on the kitchen table, get it all wrapped and under the tree, and that'll be really good. I finished my Christmas Eve meal planning, and basically I plan to buy a smoked ham from City Barbecue instead of making one. Basically, that's gonna be my Christmas present to myself, is I am just going to buy a ham that someone else has smoked. It'll be all warm. I'm gonna pick it up on Christmas Eve, all ready to go, like the bougie basic bee that I can sometimes be. And that's what we're doing. So I'm actually pretty excited about it. And then I've got all the sides that I'm gonna make. I need to make a grocery list and get that done. Oh my gosh, look, I need to patch my wall here too. All these things that you notice when you're like taking video. I can't even remember how that happened. We were carrying something in, I don't know. And you know, when you have boys in the house, it's like stuff just gets dented and chipped. It's like they're always just walking around, flailing around with their giant teenage limbs, just like, I don't know. It feels like every time I turn around, there's another like chip in the wall or something like that. But anyway, this is the real, like, this is me and my imperfect, messy house. And you know, but at least I have both eyebrows on, okay? So be grateful for that. And this is probably gonna involve a little TMI, but it's worth it because the story is really funny. At least I think it's funny. My son probably doesn't think it's funny yet, but trust me, honey, when you're like in your 30s, you'll think this is really funny. You will. So one of the things that's happening right now, right, in these pandemic COVID times is everything's online, everything's digital, and the kids spend a lot of time socializing online. So they're always like hooked into their laptops, they got their headphones on, their AirPods on, or whatever, because they're not like really hanging out with their friends in the real world. They're hanging out on Twitch and Discord and, you know, all these other gaming platforms and whatever. I have an issue with ingrown toenails. This is related, I promise. I just have bad feet. I just have ugly, stupid, messed up feet, always have. And that's one of the things that happens with my stupid feet. And if you also struggle with this, you know this is an annoying, painful thing that is just, it's a struggle. So anyway, I bought these toenail corrector strip things, which I thought were gonna be just a gimmick, but I was pleasantly surprised. They work awesome. I'm so stoked about this. So one of my sons has inherited my stupid, wonky foot problems. So he also has this issue. So I was gonna like just, you know, tell him about it. So I knock on his door and he doesn't answer. They never answer because they're always like plugged into their stuff, right? So I just kind of like go in and I was like, hey dude, I gotta tell you about these toe corrector strips. Like, do you want one of these for your ingrown toenail? Because man, they're working so good. Like I'm not in any pain and blah, 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 blah. And he's like in his chair at his computer desk. And so, you know, I'm kind of talking to him while he's turning away and he just kind of like, Mom, I'm streaming right now. Could we talk about this later? And I just sort of like very slowly like tiptoe back out of his bedroom. So mamas, if you're gonna talk to your kids about their embarrassing toenail problems, just make sure that they aren't live streaming on Discord or Twitch first. Just a hint out there.
for all you mamas. All right, I gotta get back to work and I will check in with you later. Bye. Hello and welcome to this mini episode that's going to be tucked into Vlogmas part 3. I just had a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, and I know I said I was going to do a regular episode before Christmas, but it's not going to happen. It has been just very, very busy, and I'm just kind of exhausted. So today is Sunday, and I have been, so this weekend the kids were at their dad's, and yesterday I wrapped all the presents and we tried to get out in the world and run some errands, and it was, oh my goodness, it was so busy. And so we were kind of like, yeah, we're not gonna do this. So we did the couple of things we absolutely had to do. I went to the post office to try to like mail some things and mail Christmas cards. And the line was out the door for the actual post office. And then the outdoor post office box was so full, you could see other people's mail. Like I could have reached in and grabbed people's mail and pulled it out of the box. That's how full the box was. So man, send good vibes to your US postal worker because they are struggling right now. At least in our area, because oh my goodness. So yeah, so we managed to do like some critical Christmas things, and we went to Benny's, which is a liquor store here in the Midwest, and we bought some nice wine for Christmas Eve and some fancy beers. I got this one, Alaskan White, which is super delicious. And yeah, so yesterday was really, really busy. Today, we woke up late, and the mister went and bought me French toast and brought it back. And then it's the Chicago Bears are playing Minnesota Vikings today. So he went to go watch that game with his guy friends, and he left me with a full belly and a completely quiet house. And I have been sitting on my behind just zoning out. I have not been listening to a book or watching television or had music on. I have just been sitting in the quiet and playing a little bit of Sims, and that's about it because I'm exhausted. So I've mentioned this before, but like one of my children has a chronic illness, and so those of you who have kids with chronic illnesses or special needs, you know that there are some periods of time where stuff just hits the fan, and it is exhausting. And it's not just the physical exhaustion of dealing with the episodes or whatever it is that needs to be physically dealt with your child, but it's also the emotional exhaustion of just worrying about them and just, you know, all the things that come with when we have a child who's really struggling with something. It's just a lot, and there's emotional exhaustion that comes with that. And I am super blessed that I can set that emotional exhaustion down for a full 48 hours twice a month when their dad takes the kids, and I know that they're being taken care of, they're in good hands, and I can just zone out for a little bit and recharge so that I am at 100% battery life for when everybody comes back and we have to, you know, take care of things. So yeah, so that's what today has been about, is recharging. And yeah, so I thought I would just pop in and do this little mini-sode because, like I said, there's a couple things I wanted to share. I want to show you my sweater, which says Feliz Navidad. My youngest bought this for me a while ago, and it is just super appropriate because, for one thing, it's cheap. And for two, the mister is Mexican-American, and English is his second language, actually. So we speak a lot of Spanish around our house. My Spanish is terrible. The children are much better with Spanish than I am because they learn it in school. But anyway, so it's kind of funny because this is a play on Feliz Navidad, which is Spanish for Merry Christmas, if you don't know. Anyway, so I'm wearing my cute festive sweater, and I am wearing pajama bottoms, though, just in the interest of full disclosure, because I can. So, all right, well, let's get into the yarn goodness. So let me show you, I got my advent calendar. Hold on, we're gonna crinkle from it here. I finally got my advent calendar from, I think it's like Yarn Unique UK. I'll put a bar below. And let me just show you what came out of it. All right, so I've opened like 2.5 weeks. I'm not even caught up with opening all the packages, but I got it on like day 18. So I opened to like 18 of these. So these are the colors I got so far. They're all neons, which are beautiful, but not me. I don't knit with neons. I don't really like neons. I survived the 90s, so I did the neon thing, and I don't ever want to do that again. I'm a very muted colorway kind of person. It's just, I'm not super like bright in your face kind of like colors. It's just not me. But that's what was in the advent calendar, which I did not know. Maybe she said that somewhere in the description. I don't know. But the yarn is so soft and it is so bright. So like if you really like bright, soft, yummy sock yarns, this would have been the advent calendar for you. The whole time I was opening these packages, I was like, these are all Lexi colors. Lexi from Lexi Knits. I was just opening them, like especially like these pinks and this like purple and stuff. And I was like, this should have been her advent calendar. This came to the wrong knitter. But anyway, yeah, so those are the colors I got. There were some stitch markers in like every like 5 or 6 bags. Really cute little Christmas trees and stuff. And yeah, so it was cute. So the bags look like this. And I can actually open this one because the 19th is already passed. I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, see, more neon, green and teal, very cute. So you got all the little bags. You got this cute little set of numbered clothespins so that you can hang up your bags, which I didn't do, of course, because I ordered this super late. But I'm gonna save these for next year and I'll do something fun with them. And yeah, it was a really cute presentation. I wish I could show you the box, but the dog ate it because it's 2020, the year of the dumpster fire. So things like that just happen all the time now. And yeah, but it was really cute. So if you like bright, colorful neon sock yarns, then that was great. I'm not that person, so it's kind of like meh for me, but nothing against the yarn dyer. It was a super cute, like overall like advent presentation. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and this I was really excited about. So I don't even remember how I came across the Cindy Dyer. I think I was following her on Instagram, and she posted that she had just opened her Etsy store. And what got me was her logo. This is honestly what sucked me in because it's a sheep with a boombox and it says yarn is my jam. So cute. And the name of her company is Amplifiber Yarn, which is a play on words. An amplifier, of course, is something that you hook up to a guitar, electric guitar. And anyway, so this is what happened. So I went on her Etsy and I saw that she just opened her shop and she was running a sale for December. And I'm like, cool, I'll just go look. And all of her colorways were just like, as much as like neon colors are not my thing, these kind of colors were like all my thing. And like the names of the yarns just like resonated with me. The whole aesthetic resonated with me. It was just, yeah, y'all have had this experience where you just come across an indie dyer or a yarn shop and just everything just kind of like clicks. Well, this really clicked with me. So I ordered 3 skeins of yarn and it came really, really quickly, but it came in this like ginormous box and I started pulling out all this yarn and I was like, there's like twice as much yarn in here as what I ordered. And I was like, oh crap, like she sent me someone else's yarn. Like I'm gonna have to contact her and let her know. And I pulled it out and she sent me this letter and she started out by, hi Heather, holy freaking smokes. Oh man, I can't believe my Etsy shop has only been open a week and one of my first sales is to, no joke, my favorite knitting podcaster. And I was like, so she sends me this incredibly like heartfelt, lovely letter, and then she sent me a bunch of extra yarn to share with you guys. I was like, oh my God. So she goes on to say, the launch of my shop has been a 2-year dream of mine finally realized, so your purchase truly means the world to me. I would love to offer your viewers a coupon code 4thstar20 for a 20% off discount on purchases now through the end of January. So she's currently doing a 15% off just for like, you know, celebrating the launch of her shop, but she's gonna give you all an extra 5% so you can pick up some of her yummy yarn, which is super nice of her. So yeah. Okay, so let me show you the yarn. I'll show you the yarn that I ordered first and I'll show you what she sent. So I ordered these 3. So, and I wanted to order like different bases so that I could kind of get an idea of like what all she was dyeing on. So the first one that caught my eye was this one. This one's called Library Magic. And this is a 3-ply merino sock it's a 75-25 superwash merino nylon blend. And it's 415 yarns. So first of all, it's called Library Magic, which of course being a book nerd, I was all about that name. But look how pretty these colors are. Like burgundies and rusts, and then you got speckles in there and like, you know, some very faint teal, like just all the colors that I just love. So I got this one and then I got this one. This is called High Hopes and this is a 4-ply merino sock. It's an 80-20 superwash merino nylon blend. And this one I liked because it had the big chunky patches of color, but also so pretty. Speckles of purple, teal. You got this like warm peachy rust thing going on, like so pretty. And the last one I got was this one, which is a 2-ply Highland DK, and this is an 80-20 superwash fine Highland wool and 20% polyamide blend. And this one is in the colorway Durango, which I got because the mister, who's Mexican-American, his family is from Durango, and I have been there. And this colorway, I don't know if this colorway, the name is based on the place, Durango, Mexico, but I can tell you that this is very appropriate. It's very misty up in the mountains, at least where the mister is from. And yeah, so this one really spoke to me and I thought, man, this would be such a beautiful shawl for his mom or something like that. And I just love the colors. All these yarns are super squishy and soft. And yeah, I just love it. Absolutely love it. So those are the 3 that I bought. She sent 3 other ones. So let me show you those. And these are on different bases. She's got a lot of bases that she's dyeing on. So this is a single ply merino fingering. This is 100% superwash wool in the colorway Freebird. Look how pretty that is. Purples and teals and like, this is just like all the beautiful kind of mermaidy colors. That's gonna make a wonderful pair of socks or shawl. Then she sent me this one, which I actually had in my cart and I took it out because I was buying a lot and I needed to be conservative, but she sent this one. This is the 2-ply merino fingering in 100% superwash merino wool. And this is called Autumn in New York. Like, look how pretty that is with the burgundies and the rusts and the purple. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So that's that one. And the last one she sent, so this one she said she named after me because I say all the time in my podcast that I have big Pisces energy and I'm very spacey because my brain is always somewhere on the astral plane. So this colorway is astral plane. This is mohair silk lace, 72% super kid mohair, 28% silk in the colorway astral plane. And it is so pretty and it's so soft and luxurious. It's like this gorgeous like rust color. I mean, it is just, yeah. And like, I have a love-hate relationship with mohair. Like, I really love the way it feels. I like the way it looks. Knitting with it is just not my favorite thing, but I might have to make an exception. I don't know. So she sent these for giveaways or for me to use. I'm definitely gonna give some of these away. I just haven't decided which ones yet. So, but I have a total of 6 here. So yeah, we'll definitely, maybe like for 3,000 subscriber celebration giveaway, I'll do something with those. But yeah, so if you want to, you know, support a brand new indie dyer who is realizing her dream and is a super nice, sweet person and has beautiful yarns, go check her out. Amplifiber. I'm really like into her shop. So yeah, so I wanted to talk about that. And now you guys have a nice coupon code that you can use too. So if you need to get yourself a little something after Christmas, you can. Okay, so those are my acquisitions. And all right, let's talk about whips and finished objects really quick. We'll do FOs first. So I have been knitting hats like a crazy person. I was originally not going to do any gift knitting and then somehow decided that I was going to do gift knitting, that's fine. Just following the flow of the universe and where it takes me, right? So the first one that I finished, this is for my son's girlfriend, Sophia. Purple is her favorite color. So this is stash yarn. It's acrylic. I don't know what the yarn is, so sorry. This is called Overlapping Leaves Hat. And yeah, so you've got this cute like leaf motif that kind of comes up, and then you have another leaf that comes up and overlaps it, and then it all resolves and then decreases. Super cute. So you can wear this a couple of ways. The brim is extra long ribbing, so you can kind of like, you know, do like more of a slouch thing, or you can fold it up, which is how it is in the picture, and I think you would have to block it in order to do this. So if you wanted a shorter hat, you can fold the brim up. So she's got a couple different ways that she can wear this hat. But yeah, I really, really like it. It's in bulky weight yarn, and so it was very quick to do, and it looks really complicated, but it's not, which is my favorite kind of hat. So yeah, that's that. The next one I finished is another Nordic hat. So you guys remember this one I did for the mister. So this one I did for my brother's girlfriend, who is Sophie. We have Sophia and Sophie. And so you can see that I changed a couple of things here. So I wanted to show the difference between these two because this pattern is super, super flexible. And you can change just a couple little things and it works in like in so many different ways, which is awesome. So this one I did in DK weight, superwash wool with nylon. It's beehive yarns. This was left over from one of my sweaters that I knit. And it's kind of floppy. It's got a little bit of a drape to it. It's super stretchy. And so I did the pattern repeat 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And I also did a band of the main color in between the repeats to make it a little longer for the mister. Okay, so this is how that turned out. Now, this one I did in rustic yarn. So this is non-superwash. This is Let Lopey. This is left over from my Felix pullover sweater. And the gold is some other non-superwash I had laying in my stash. I don't know what it is. It might be more like Let Lopey or Knit Picks or something. I don't know. But so I combined those two to do this hat. Now, This one, you can see it's like almost the same size. This is air and weight, this is DK. And this one I did 1, 2, 3.5 pattern repeats to get the length that I wanted. And I did the brim a little bit longer than this one, but everything else is pretty much the same. But I wanted to show this because you can really change how, you know, the size, the circumference, like a lot of different things with this hat, like very easily, just by kind of like fiddling with the pattern repeats and the type of yarn you're using. And I use the same size needles for both. So this is very tightly knit, it was my intention to make her a very warm hat. And so it fits like the average woman. There's a little bit of like fluff in the back, but there's no slouch, and you can definitely pull it down over your ears and down far on your forehead for like maximum warmth. And it's really thick on the inside. Here, let me show you the floats. But it is just, it's so thick. It's so thick. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really like the colors. I really like how thick this part is. This band part is super warm. I really hope she likes it. I did check with my brother to make sure she wasn't allergic to wool, and she's not. She's from Russia, so I haven't really talked to her about like knitted stuff, which is kind of weird because normally I talk to everybody about all the knitting things, but I'm assuming, you know, most people like from certain backgrounds, like they're just kind of more familiar with rustic yarns. So I'm hoping she is. I don't know, we'll find out. But that's done. So I only have one active whip right now. I was gonna cast on my City Limits sweater. I think that's the one. But I have like a whole box of Direful yarn that I need to wind up because the sweater you hold 2 strands of fingering weight yarn together. So I just have like a massive amount of fingering weight yarn that I need to like wind up in preparation to cast on the sweater, and I just haven't had the energy. I'll get there. But so active whip right now is, and it's almost a half finished object, is my magic heel socks. Yay! And this is such a great pattern, you guys. Such a great pattern. So basically, you are just knitting a big long tube. So this is even more mindless than like your average like vanilla sock. And if you're a new sock knitter and you just want to like enjoy having a hand knitted sock, but you're not quite ready for dealing with turning a heel and all the other stuff, this is a great pattern for you to start, because you'll learn all about like how to do, you know, the cuff and the toe decreases, and then, you know, you can level up to turning the heel or doing fish lips, kiss heel, or whatever other heel, you know, but you can at least get like these other parts of the sock construction down. So, and I have been trying this on as I go, and it does fit really, really well. I'm knitting this in just leftover yarn that I have. I don't know what this orangey rust color is. This was from my stash. It was already wound into a ball, but it doesn't have any nylon in it. So, and I think I'm gonna treat it as non-superwash because I don't think it's superwash yarn. But anyway, it fits really, really nicely. And so I'm pretty stoked about this. So I'm all the way down. This is where I was, I think, last time we talked. Now I'm just at the toe. I just need to turn it inside out and do the Finchley graft, because even though Kitchener stitch is in the pattern, we don't do Kitchener stitch here anymore at the 4th Star Knits. Because now that I realize there's an easier, better way, I don't ever have to Kitchener stitch again, ever. So I need to finish this off and then cast on the next one. But this would be a great pattern for gift socks as well, because the way that the heel is constructed, it's super forgiving. Like, you don't have to, like, when you're doing regular heel flap and gusset, you're sort of committed once you turn that heel. This one, you're really not committed. You can kind of change how long this heel part is gonna be. And you can change it as you go, which is awesome. So if you're knitting for somebody whose sock or whose foot you're not super familiar with, you would be able to just kind of like, you know, fudge it a little bit with this pattern. So super recommend it. I'm really excited to cast on the other one and just be done with this so I can start wearing them. So that's on the needles. And that's all I have right now. I have some other whips that are languishing and I'll get to them, but this is the only other active one I have right now. I was just focusing on finishing up the hats that I had, and yeah, I think that's it for the knitting stuff. So like I said, I just wanted to kind of tuck this little mini episode in because I was going to try to do a full like regular episode before the end of the year, but I now think that that is probably not going to happen just because we're dealing with some stuff at home and it's Christmas and there's just a lot of things going on. So I just kind of want to like tie up all my loose ends, and if this ends up being the last episode that I put out for the end of the year, then I wanted it to be at a place that I feel good about, and then I can start fresh in the new year. So I'm in pretty good shape for Christmas as far as getting things done. I have extended myself a lot of grace. The house is not going to be perfectly clean. There are some details that I'm just going to let go, but I am going to enjoy our Christmas a lot, and I'm just going to focus on like being in the moment with the family that I am able to see, and focus on my children and the mister. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let all the other stuff go. In case this is the last episode that I managed to get out before the end of the year, a very Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas, and Happy Holidays to those of you who are celebrating all of the other things this winter. And yeah, I hope you're staying safe and staying strong, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye. So where am I supposed to sit? He's like, not my problem. Okay, so the battery case is hanging out of my garland. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have a beer. This is not for you. Stop snapping. Not for you. Not for puppies. You're not old enough. Don't complain at me now. You're the one who wanted to get up here and squish in this chair that was really just designed for one person. Hi. So, do I need to do an intro since this isn't a regular? No, this is. So, you know what? We're not even gonna bother with intros. It is December. I'm looking for my phone, but I'm recording on my phone. Yeah, this is already just a cluster. Is it working? Oh.